Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are continuing our playthrough on Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile. Now in the last part we finally finished the chapter. We've been on for what seems like forever, but we finally got it done. We finally got it finished. We realised that Mr. Ricchetti, I believe, is the spider that Jane was looking for, and Jane is now chasing after him, and that is how the chapter ended. We don't know who killed Lynette. We have no idea. I don't know if we're going to come back to that. There's technically I didn't finish the mystery, but let's just get straight into it. I assume we're going to either come back to that chapter with Lynette or we're going to be playing as Jane. So let's go. Chapter 8, The Village. Okay. Poirot's obituary appeared on the front page of the New York Times in 1975. Chapter 8. Yes, this is how it ended. The Karnak.
Ricchetti, stop!
Oh my god, I need to chase him. Am I getting
He
in?
couldn't outrun the jeep, so he slashed the tires.
Oh my god, it's an actual chase. Okay. Where did he go? Oh, did he go around here? I was like, where did he go?
The village, of course. He'll be looking for transportation. He didn't have time to go far. He has to be hiding here. Someone has to have seen a stranger.
But he's not a stranger, right? Because didn't he come here when Poirot was in the the temple trying to figure out the light puzzle?
Excuse me, did you see a man run by here?
طبعا أنا شايفه البرتقال بتاعي كان جاري بسرعة ورماه على الأرض.
Which way did he go?
من هناك لاقيه واديهولي بالشلوت.
I don't know what he said, but I think he's rooting for me.
I don't think he went this way. I think, like, that man was pointing this way. Hello?
Excuse me, did you see a man run by here?
راجل كان بيجري؟ شفته راح من هناك.
This way? Okay. Hello?
Excuse me, did you see a man run by here?
راح من هناك.
This way? Is this Purple Monthly? More than I watch. Okay. Hello?
Hello, miss. May I help you?
I hope so. I believe a man came in here a few minutes ago.
This is an official office for the mail. Who are you to ask me about other customers?
I am a detective.
I'm a detective in pursuit of a dangerous criminal.
I'm very sorry. The regulations, you see, they are very strict.
He gave you a message, didn't he? I need to see it.
I'm very sorry, but I have to close.
Wait.
I'm not through with you yet.
I mean,
Damn it!
that works too.
Are you mad?
Very pretty. I'll just take it.
It was this clover cover blown. The goods must be shipped now. Bring a truck from Aswan as soon as possible. I'm waiting for you at the Red
Ricchetti is laying
Salamander.
low somewhere nearby. I need to find him before he disappears again. It's surprising he didn't use their message encryption system. He's scared. I like him scared.
So we're looking for a red salamander. Anything else?
What's this story about a red salamander?
I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone.
Never mind, I'll manage on my own. Thanks for your cooperation.
Did he really cooperate? I don't think he did. Okay, red salamander. Okay, I don't see anything else up here. Okay, red salamander. Red salamander. That's a red fish. I'm assuming I'm looking for a building that's red.
Another little treasure for my collection.
I don't think it'll be that way. I think it has to be this way, right? Oh my god.
Another little treasure for my collection.
So many moustaches. You're not going to talk to me. Wasn't I just over here? Ah, here we go.
The red salamander. I found the hideout. I'm sure Ricchetti's there. At last, it's payback time.
Okay, lock picking. I'm not very good at these. You see, I've done one too many. That's not gonna work, so I've done one too many there. I don't get it. But how do I get the one at the end? And if I do that, it just does it just does the puzzle for me. I'll try a couple of more times. Yeah, I am just gonna do it. When I know I can't do it, I know I can't do it, if that makes sense. What? That's not right either. Okay. gotta get to a gun before he can.
Stop!
Not on your life!
Crap!
Did he get retired? Oh, we did. Nice shot. Oh wait, we shot him. Get back to running. I hope it's loud enough. It doesn't seem loud enough, but I haven't changed anything, so I wouldn't think it is. I've turned the music down in the settings, so maybe that's what's wrong. He's really injured.
Richetti, give it up. You're trapped.
Borrow the blood.
He is injured. He won't get far.
Where there was blood. There's blood here. And here, and here. Here we go. Up here, right? Quite hard to see the blood, actually. There he is. Isn't that a dead end? He went upstairs. Up we go. There's nowhere to go up here unless he's going to push me off. Yeah, it's going to push me off. If I shout really loud, Poirot, do you think he'll hear me? Well done, Jane.
It's over for you. You've killed all you're going to kill.
I didn't kill that servant, and I didn't kill that stupid rich bitch. Why would I? I barely knew them.
Cut the crap. I know you're the spider. And Emmy Duns. Maybe you barely knew her too? You just killed her for the thrill of it?
Duns? Name doesn't ring a bell?
August 3rd, 1974 in London. You shot her in the street because she had enough evidence to close down AWL.
Ah, the Chinese restaurant hit. Is that what this is all about? She was snooping around too much for some friends of mine to let her continue. A friend of yours?
She was much more than that, you bastard.
Are we going to shoot him?
Listen to me. It was a simple contract. Nothing personal.
Who at the Spire ordered the murder?
All I can tell you is that Kapoor alerted us that your girlfriend was threatening the organisation. They sent me.
Who is they?
They didn't sign a purchase order.
In that case, what? Am I going to have to settle for you? That suits me fine. At least I'll have avenged Emmy.
Do what you think is necessary. I can't stop you now. But know that I'm sorry for your friend. It was just business. It wasn't personal.
I still want to shoot him.
Get up.
I can't do it alone.
Don't help him.
I said, get up.
I see. Tough as nails. Ouch.
You shot Emmy, so
All
I
right,
don't-
lead the way.
I don't
And
think
do
we
me a
should shoot
favor.
him, but,
One
you know.
false move. Give me one good reason to end your days right now.
The track of Mr. Riccati. Chapter complete, 15 minutes in that chapter. I think I'll keep going. Like, you know, I don't think we're going to stop there. So, yeah, let's just keep going. Chapter 9, the final act. Ah, okay. Let's go. 2 hours earlier.
Where's Riccati? He was right there. He's gone.
4 p.m.
I'm sorry, Mr. Poirot.
Of course. Miss Royce, good luck.
What is going on? Another murder?
Oui, monsieur. Another murder. And for the second time, Poirot has arrived too late. Focus, Poirot. Summarize what you know. First, Mademoiselle Bourget was slashed by a thin, extremely sharp object, possibly a scalpel. Then we have a torn piece of currency found clutched in her hand.
Yeah.
Next, we have a ribbon from a bundle of $10,000 notes found on the floor. Finally, there is a telegram intended for Monsieur Riccati among the victim's belongings. A telegram that was very incriminating for him. These tell a story. Possibly more than one. Time to put the pieces together.
Okay, first of all, I want to... Where's Louise? She wasn't a maid. Maybe she was a maid. Okay, never mind. Let's put the clues together. Hello.
Tell me, Tarek, what were you doing at the time of Miss Bourget's death?
I was on the deck near the gangway. The captain had asked me to stand guard.
And you didn't see anything unusual or unexpected?
Not really. I saw Mr. Hayashi and Mr. Allerton leave the saloon together. Mr. Hayashi called out to me to ask if I wanted to play billiards, but I declined. After all, I was on duty. No time for games.
Of course not, no. You're not allowed any fun. Let's have a look at her.
A ribbon for bundling stacks of notes. There must have been $10,000 here at least, but the money is missing.
Okay, what's this?
A torn piece of a $100 note in her hand. A thin weapon, very sharp, has slit the throat, possibly a scalpel.
in this book as well. I remember looking at this before.
This is where I found Mr. Ricchetti's encrypted telegram.
And is that everything? Yeah. Okay, let's see what we can put together. Let's do the connections first. The telegram was compromising. Had stolen, had accidentally received.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's not correct. Superbe.
Stolen it, okay. I do apologise as well, everyone, if you hear wind. We are in the middle of a storm at the moment. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. So, yeah, I do apologise. So she tried to steal a bundle of cash.
Well done. I found it.
Okay. Had stolen a telegram and a bundle of staff.
Excellent deduction.
Wanted to blackmail. Like a person, this person, Carl, has the
Why not? A
doctor.
doctor's kit would undoubtedly contain a scalpel.
I remember.
Possibly more than one. And in fact, this was confirmed by Miss Royce, who searched his cabin. I'll need to question him. Excellent detective work. Naturally.
Okay. Question the witness.
Don't be in such a rush, Poirot. This room may still contain more to uncover.
Oh. Like a
Come to
moustache.
Poirot, my little wonder.
I don't think that's what it meant though. Oh, here we go. I didn't see you
Mr.
in the corner.
Hayashi, what can you tell me about Mademoiselle Bourget's death?
Let me see. I spent the afternoon playing billiards with Tim.
Yes, you did.
Miss Bourget was reading in a corner of the saloon. When you summoned Tim, I went out with him to find someone else to play. Miss Bourget was perfectly fine when we left her.
And then?
Outside, I saw the steward, Tarek, on the deck. I asked him if he could play, but he was on duty. I kind of expected that. Then I saw Mr. Richetti on the bow. I went over and asked him if he was up for a game. We chatted for 10 minutes or so. He finally agreed to play. We went back to the saloon together and that's when we found Miss Bourget dead.
Okay. Put the events surrounding Louise's murder in the correct order. Who's on the key? Goes to sea.
Excellent deduction.
Ah, thank you.
Excellent detective work. Naturally.
Okay. The scalpel most likely. I mean, that is correct. Wanted to blackmail, but he didn't kill her. Had no reason to want to kill.
Well done, that's correct.
I need to go interrogate Carl. So let's go and do that before we.
Don't be in such a rush, Poirot. This room may still contain more to uncover.
Okay, maybe I can't leave until I do this.
It's at times like this when I miss my good friend Hastings. Miss Royce would be a good choice, but alas, she pursues her own destiny just now. You will have to do.
What? What do you mean?
Your job is to listen. Follow my reasoning closely, if you can. I know that Louis Bourget wanted to blackmail Mr. Riquetti with his telegram. But I also know that you, Tarek, and Mr. Riquetti have alibis. None of you could have killed Mademoiselle Bourget. Yet, there was certainly a tidy sum paid for blackmail. Where could that money be now?
Took the money and fled. Was blackmailing someone else.
So, oh, I see. You want my opinion so you can tear it to shreds. Could Riquetti have taken the money without killing Miss Bourget, then fled?
Impossible. He was with you during the murder. Plus, he would have destroyed the incriminating telegram instead of leaving it at the crime scene.
Okay, so Louise was blackmailing someone else then.
Very well. Let me think. Well, it seems obvious then that Louise was blackmailing someone else.
Excellent. Indeed. Louis Bourget must have been blackmailing both Riquetti and another person on his boat, connected to another case. Which one?
The theft.
The theft of Mrs. Doyle's necklace?
I can't give you details, but I can assure you that's wide of the mark.
Oh, maybe I'm not as good as what I was earlier.
The murder of Mrs. Doyle?
Exactly. The victim of the blackmail could have simply paid. But if their secret were ever revealed, they'd risk the death penalty. They couldn't take that chance. But what had Louise Bourget discovered?
The identity of the murderer.
Louise had discovered the identity of the murderer.
Precisely. Louise knew who murdered Mrs. Doyle. She wanted to blackmail that person instead of telling me. Instead of getting paid by the killer, she paid with her life.
But what about Riquetti?
I'm afraid Miss Bourget saw the rewards of blackmail, but not the danger. She must have planned to blackmail Riquetti as well. But she was killed before she could.
Of course. You're right, Monsieur Poirot. It's brilliant.
Yes, I know.
Of course it's brilliant. It's Poirot. Mystery completed. But I didn't get to question Carl.
Clearly,
doctor.
the deaths of Mrs. Doyle and Miss Bourget are connected. It's possible that the same person murdered both women. Investigating Mrs. Doyle's death will surely lead me to Miss Bourget's killer. Mr. Tarek, could you move the body to the cold storage in the hold?
Do what? Yes, sir. Forgive me. The usual request I expect to receive is more like, may I have another glass of wine?
That's
It's time for me to speak with Dr. Bessner.
Okay. Now I can speak to Dr. Bessner. And what room's Dr. Bessner in again? You gonna take me straight away? Oh, you are. That's very nice
Dr.
of you.
Bessner, sorry to disturb you. Mr. Doyle, how are you?
My leg is in pain, but Bessner has some marvelous little pills in that bag of his that help.
His condition has worsened. He has a fever. We really need to get him to the Aswan hospital as soon as possible.
Yes, it won't be long now. We're waiting for Miss Royce to return before we leave. In the meantime, could you show me your scalpels, please? I want to see if you might be missing one.
Missing one? I assure you I take great care of my instruments.
Louise Bourget was found with her throat slashed by a small, thin, sharp weapon. Probably a scalpel.
Do you think I, Carl Bessner, who is so well known all over Austria, I, with my clinics, my highly born patients, I have killed a miserable little femme de chambre? but it is ridiculous. Absurd what you say. None of my knives are missing. Not one, I tell you. They're all here, correct in their places. You can see for yourself.
So has someone stolen one of your knives then, if you believe we're all here? Let's have a look. Yes. Let's just look
A
at
blood
everything.
pressure monitor is a necessary tool for a doctor. Nothing unusual about it.
Okay, and his stethoscope?
A stethoscope is nothing unusual in a doctor's bag.
Okay. Ah, look, one's missing.
As expected, a scalpel is missing. Dr. Bessner, you are missing a scalpel.
Was? This insult to my profession I will not forget.
Nobody's accused you of anything
Whew.
yet, Bo.
You've put the old boys back up.
Oh, not another one.
There you are, Monsieur Poirot. It is most important. I have vital information. Mr. Doyle, I know who killed your wife.
What?
My theories are completely vindicated. The deep, primeval, primordial urges. It may appear impossible, fantastic, but it is the truth.
Do I understand that you have evidence in your possession to show who killed Mrs. Doyle?
Certainly I have. You will agree, will you not, that whoever killed Louise Bourget also killed Lynette Doyle? That the two crimes were committed by one and the same hand?
You mean you have a theory as to who killed Louise Bourget?
No, I have exact knowledge. I saw the person with my own eyes.
Okay.
For God's sake, start at the beginning. You know the person who killed Louise Bourget, you say?
I will tell you exactly what occurred.
Go on then.
I went to the rooftop bar to get, something to help me sleep. I did not wish my daughter to know of it. She tends to disapprove. As I was saying, I was on the terrace when I saw... I didn't think anything of it, of course. But when I learned that Louise had died in the saloon, I understood everything.
Maybe you understood, but I can't understand anything. Calm down. Start over from the beginning. In detail.
Yes, yes. As I was at the top of the terrace stairs, about to go down, I saw the murderer. It was...
What? Oh my god, another one's down. Nice jump. Ah, look,
Another
I'm
little
back.
treasure for my collection.
Okay, anyway.
Good heavens, Poirot. What's going on?
Did you see anyone run past just now?
No.
Don't move from here.
Oh dear. Everyone knows.
The murderer has vanished. Again.
Another murder? Who was it this time?
Oh dear. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
My God. Mother!
New mystery. You.
What did you see?
Nothing. I was looking at the Nile on the other side of the starboard deck. I heard a gunshot and rushed over. Probably not the smartest move.
Did you run into anyone?
No, no one. Why I was running towards someone firing a gun, I'll never know.
If the instinct overcomes you again, I would resist it. And you, Mrs. Allerton?
I was reading in my cabin. I heard the noise and peeped outside. I wish I could help, but I saw no one.
Thank you, madame.
Okay, these two can't help me. Hello.
Did you see anything?
No. I was in your cabin with Rosalie, as you had requested. We were talking when we heard the gunshot. Rosalie went white as a ghost and rushed outside. I followed her.
I heard the shot, shouting, and went out, but I didn't see anyone either.
It's horrible. Poor Rosalie.
Yes, this cruise feels less upon the Nile and more upon the river Styx.
That's funny.
The barrel is still warm. It's definitely the murder weapon. I've seen this pistol somewhere before.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I'll get to you in a second.
Did you witness anything that may help?
You may not believe me, but after your outrageous accusations, I went to calm down on deck. I was at the stern, alone, when I heard the gunshot. I couldn't see anything from where I was. These ladies then arrived.
Yes, we heard the shot. We came to see what was happening, and now there's another dead body. I have to get off this boat.
Calm down, Cousin Marie, please. We were together, coming up from the lower deck. We didn't see anything at all.
Okay. Can I do anything here? Can I connect anything? I can do stuff up here. Memories of a murder weapon? Yeah.
Miss Royce told me she saw this pistol in Mr. Pennington's cabin. I'll need to question him once I'm done here. He should still be in the lounge. Another victory for Poirot, of course.
And the motive? The motive was to know the identity.
She was about to reveal who she saw enter the saloon to kill Louise. It's certainly the same person who silenced her before she could speak. Precisely. Is that applause I hear?
No, it's not. He is a suspect in both murders. Now we need to question Andrew. Okay, hello.
Miss
Hi.
Otterborn, I share your sorrow. I will need to examine the crime scene. Perhaps some fresh air would do you good?
Sorry, Rosalie.
A bullet to the head. Behind the left ear, a large caliber. She died instantly. Another life gone on this cursed boat.
What a horror! You were close to the door, and you really didn't see anything?
No, not even a shadow.
Poirot, I beg you, do something.
Another murder. The killer laughs at Poirot. It is a nightmare.
I can't get in anymore. Okay. And I can't speak to her. No connections again. Andrew Pennington's. Okay. Where was the murderer when he shot? Well, he must have been here because that's where. Here's where Poirot was standing. If he was here, Poirot would have seen him.
Given the bullet impact behind Mrs. Otterborn's left
And
ear,
that, obviously.
the killer must have been to her left.
It's like the side in which the murderer fled after the shooting.
That's almost it. The killer must have fled towards the front of the boat. Otherwise,
Yeah, you would
I
have seen
would
him
have
pass.
seen them pass by the door.
Of course, yeah.
Who is the world's greatest detective?
Selected relevant hypotheses concerning the murder. Step to the front of a boat.
The human animal never fails to surprise me. Other animals will run when they hear a shot. With humans, you can never depend on them being so rational. The killer had few ways to escape. I can rule out the possibility that they jumped into the water.
Everyone would have heard the splash.
I can also rule out the suspects who are at the stern. It's clear the killer fled towards the bow. Therefore, the killer is now either on the upper deck among the present passengers, or they jumped to the lower deck and are hiding there. My little grey cells did not let me down.
Imagine if it was John, the mechanic, all
Please,
this time.
let me through. I was informed of what happened. It's terrible. My sincere condolences, miss.
Thank you, Captain.
This situation is completely beyond me. What can I do to help, Mr. Poirot?
We need to place Mrs. Otterbourne's body in the cold storage with the others. But, most importantly, we must ensure the safety of the other passengers.
I'll see to Mrs. Otterbourne immediately. Tarek, Samir, come help me.
Thank you, Captain. Then please stay on the alert.
Don't you worry. My crew and I will be vigilant.
Okay.
How is Mr. Doyle?
The fever has worsened, but I've just given him an antibiotic, and Miss Bowers is watching over him. There's nothing more we can do for now.
Okay, let's go this way. This is the way we thought we would have ran, right?
There's Mr. Pennington.
Can I speak to... No, I can't speak. Can I speak to...
Everyone's on edge. I've never experienced anything like this.
I'm so very sorry, mademoiselle.
She's completely in shock.
Take good care of her, young man.
Okay, you. Hello.
Mr. Pennington, didn't you hear a gunshot?
I've been thinking about it, yes. I may have. Someone was shot?
Mrs. Otterbourne. She's dead.
Mrs. Otterbourne? Who on earth would want to shoot that harmless old lady?
You.
Someone who brought a gun aboard. It's your pistol that killed Mrs. Otterbourne.
My pistol? Really? Is that an accusation? I haven't moved since the last time we spoke. And anyway, everyone knew I kept a gun in my cabin. I mentioned it at dinner.
It's true. He showed his gun to Mr. Hayashi last night at the restaurant. Everyone saw it and could have stolen it from his cabin, especially since it wasn't particularly well hidden.
No, it was
Besides,
just in the drawer.
why would I want to kill her?
She knew who murdered.
There is an obvious motive, monsieur. Mrs. Otterbourne was killed because she knew who murdered Miss Bourget. She had to die just as she was about to reveal their identity.
So you really think I'm the killer?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
He didn't have the opportunity to kill her. I admit, it would be a pleasure to solve this mystery by accusing you. But I know you're not the murderer.
Yes. Why couldn't Andrew Pennington have killed?
Mr. Ferguson was at the end of the deck, near the lounge. Either he saw no one or he's lying. And then he's our murderer, which logically means it's not you. And if he's telling the truth, It proves you didn't leave the lounge. Either way, his testimony clears you.
At last, some sanity. Since you're not the police, would you kindly let me have my pistol back?
I suggest you take better care of it. And do not be so very pleased with yourself, monsieur. You and I are not done yet.
Wouldn't it just be so much easier if we just, like, inspected fingerprints?
I've exhausted all the possible leads I had regarding Mrs. Otterbourne's murder. It's obviously connected to Lynette Doyle. But how? I must return to her death. Solving that will lead me to whomever turned this cruise into a nightmare.
So am I going back to Lynette now?
With all these tragedies, I have not had a single moment to reflect calmly. I must revisit details, and I know of a good place to start. Tim Allerton gave me a piece of information that seemed trivial to him, but awakened my little grey cells. But before I could investigate, we were interrupted by the death of Miss Bourget.
Select the crucial information given by Tim Allerton before Louise's death. It's the only one that has
What
Tim
was it now?
in the, the description.
Mr. Allerton told me he heard a splash at 12:26 a.m. near the bow. However, Miss Otterbourne admitted to throwing her mother's bottles overboard at 1:10 a.m. near the stern. 2 splashes, 2 objects thrown into the water last night. I need to find out what the first one was.
Okay, retrieve what was thrown into water. I speak to a captain.
Nothing to report, but I'm staying alert.
The
Very good.
starboard side of the ship, Poirot. The bow. The splash was on the right-hand side, at the front.
Okay, sorry. Right hand side at the front. Yeah.
The starboard side of the ship, Poirot. The bow. The splash was on the right-hand side, at the front.
Is this the left hand side?
Yes, you cannot escape Poirot's piercing gaze.
Here?
Perfect. From here, I should be able to dredge up whatever was thrown into the water.
Here
Oh,
you
hello,
go,
thank
sir.
you.
I've brought what's needed to dredge the bottom, as you requested.
Thank you very much. Let's get to work. We shouldn't waste any time. I'll guide you.
Let's see if I can figure this out this time. Like I did last time. Okay. Okay, so if I start here, right, it goes that way. Maybe if I start here? I don't think this is right. How do I get... How do I get that one? Let's reset. Yeah. I don't understand how to get this one here. Can't see.
Wonderful.
Give me
A
a minute.
successful catch indeed. Let's see what treasures you found for us.
Yeah, what have we got? Sardine tin.
A can. It must have been down there for years.
No use to me. A shoe.
A worn shoe, falling to pieces. It serves some foot well. A Morse code bracelet. What an odd place to find such a thing. A plastic bottle, thoughtfully tossed overboard by a tourist, no doubt.
No, he sounds angry.
These colors. I've seen this scarf somewhere before.
It's a miss.
It has a hole with burn marks on the edges. This handkerchief is quite ordinary, not expensive. It's stained red. Blood? No. After a night at the bottom of the Nile, the color should have faded. But the stain is still bright red, as if it were just made. It looks more like red ink. Ah, there you are. The infamous revolver of Mr. Bellefort. And the presumed murder weapon. Three bullets are missing. 3?
Three.
I finally know what was thrown at 12:26 a.m. A torn scarf, a stained handkerchief, and Mr. Belfort's revolver with 3 missing bullets.
3 makes sense.
The pieces of the puzzle are coming together.
So, do you know who the killer is, Mr. Poirot?
Almost, Samir. Thanks to this fruitful catch, I can now draw some new conclusions. A certain scoundrel has been laughing at Poirot, but laughter dies swiftly in a hangman's noose.
Okay. Oh my god, there's so much here. Yeah, but gunshots. Gunshots were heard last night. Select the people who were shot at. So, Bloom, Simon, and Lynette.
Not quite.
Maybe not quite. Oh, okay, the Doyles. Okay.
According to witness testimonies and my analysis of the crime scene, there were only 2 shots that night.
Oh yeah,
The one
of course.
fired by Mr. Bellefort, which wounded Simon Doyle, and the one that killed Lynette Doyle. Who is the world's greatest detective?
Okay, don't get ahead of yourself. 3 shots were fired. 1 on the night of a murder. 2 gunshots. Yeah, on the night, sorry. I read 1. At the time of the incident in the lounge, a 4th shot was fired on the night of a murder, but no one heard it.
Nice one.
Scar, hello, it's yours.
This scarf belongs to Miss Fanchula. It disappeared from the lounge the night before Mrs. Doyle's murder.
What caused the hole in the scarf?
Given the size of the hole and the burn marks around it, it is clear someone fired a small caliber bullet at this scarf at close range. Who else could have succeeded?
Okay, there we go. This one was wearing the scarf. Was used to muffle his...
What talent?
Yeah, there we go. And stop this one. If it's not blood, what could have stained the handkerchief?
When
Like
I
nail polish.
inspected Mrs. Doyle's cabin, I remember seeing a nail polish bottle labeled pink, yet the liquid inside was clearly red. The contents of that bottle deserves a closer look. Excellent detective work, naturally. Et voila. I now have all the facts I need to reconstruct the events of the night Lynette Doyle was murdered.
But don't we want to go and investigate, like, her room? Is that not something we want to do? Richard. The problem is I don't know what any of our rooms are. That's all. Can I speak to you? No, you have nothing to say to me. Absolutely nothing to say. Let's go upstairs. That's, yeah. Tim's, Simon's, Lynette's. Why are we not in the same room? That's what I don't get.
My memory was correct. This doesn't smell like nail polish at all. Or blood. It's red ink.
Okay, and what else do you want me to investigate? The handkerchief. We're looking for Miss. Ah, here we are. Hello. Are you in here? No, of course you're not. Why would you be in here? Where is everyone? Anyone up here? No. Apart from a stork. No, there's no one up there. Anyone in here? Very weird. Okay.
And with the
Jesus.
help of my little grey cells, I will solve the murder of Mrs. Doyle.
Simon. Jacqueline. Cornelia. Yama. Okay, who's over here? Love how I can just walk through. Dr. Bessner. And Miss Bowers. Okay. Miss Bowers is still asleep. Dr. Bessner is still sleeping. Oh, no. No, that can't be right, can it? Oh, it is Simon. Okay. Is this who leaves? I'm confused. What's happening here? Who's this? So that's wrong. Bowers is asleep. Facts. No one saw Louise. So could this be Louise? Jesus. No, I think this has to be Simon, right? It's not Jacqueline, because it's telling me it's completely wrong if it's Jacqueline. And it's not Carol, because Carol's sleeping. Yes, remove some of the wrong answers. So I've got a really itchy eye. Okay. Okay, let's remove some of the wrong answers again. And remove some of the wrong answers. So are you trying to tell me you're right? I'm just gonna see if I can remove all the wrong answers. Okay. Okay, I think I get now what is happening. So does Simon leave? Which is Louise. Loop of a gun, maybe? Simon can't leave. Oh, this has to be. I'm confused. It has to be Cornelia. I'm not understanding. Oh, I'm not understanding this. Clearly. This has to be. Has to be Louise. How can Simon retrieve the shotgun though? So is Jacqueline... Jacqueline is still crying in her bed. Dr. Besna, sleep. Cornelia... No. You're you. And you're Cornelia. Right? Used to are crying. That means Louise is here. So does Louise just descend the stairs again? Sure does. That's Simon. What she's... leaves? I don't think that's right. The doctor's still asleep, like nothing's happened. So, do you think he leaves and examines Jacqueline? You're still watching. Carl, Doctor. And this is Simon? Simon throws the revolver. Oh, no, don't go downstairs, Poirot. Come on now. So, cries on bed. This is Jacqueline still crying. We're observing her, right? you're leaving the cabin. Who's wrong? I used like in the wrong order. Is that what's happened here? Here we go. So it was Simon? Because he was still in love with
Samir,
Jacqueline?
would you be so kind as to gather all the passengers in the lounge? As quick as you can.
Everyone? Even Mr. Doyle? In his condition?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with
It
him.
is absolutely crucial that all the passengers are present.
Nothing wrong
I'm
with Mr.
counting
Doyle.
on you.
Right away, Mr. Poirot.
Oh, welcome back, Jane. You missed the third murder.
Then I arrested Riquetti at the Temple of Abu Simbel. He was injured, so I left him with the local police to get medical care.
I see.
Enough about me. What about you? Have you made progress on Louise's murder? Riquetti claims it wasn't him.
For once, he is telling the truth. He may be a murderer, but he's not our murderer. The best proof is that there was another murder on the boat during your absence. Mrs. Otterbourne is dead.
Oh no, that poor lady. Who did it?
I was just about to answer that question. Everyone should be gathered in the lounge. If you wouldn't mind heading there, I'll join you shortly.
All right, I'll go ahead.
Go to a lounge. Is it one of these rooms that I have no idea where it is? Like, is this a lounge or is this a saloon? That's a salon. So the lounge is here.
Nobody's going through that door, sir. You can trust me.
Yeah, I mean, I need to go through a door.
I've gathered all the passengers, as you requested.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I see that everyone is here. Even Mr. Doyle.
I hope you have a good reason for moving Mr. Doyle. He is in very bad shape, as I've mentioned more than once, mein Herr.
I'll be fine. I want to hear what Mr. Poirot has discovered about Lynette's murder.
Thank you, monsieur. Now then, when we first began our investigation, we had two hypotheses. The first was that the murder was not premeditated. The killer witnesses the scene between Miss de Bellefort and Mr. Doyle, waits for everyone to leave the lounge, grabs the revolver that was under the chair, and shoots Lynette Doyle. The second hypothesis was that the murder had been meticulously premeditated. Correct, Miss Royce?
Correct. Very quickly, we were able to eliminate one of these two hypotheses.
Yes.
The murder was very carefully planned and accurately timed, with all the details meticulously worked out beforehand.
Even to the drugging of my bottle of wine on the night in question. Let us explore the elements that support this hypothesis. Miss Robson had seen Mr. Bellefort fire her revolver, had seen Simon Doyle collapse onto a chair, and had seen him clasp a handkerchief to his leg.
That's exactly what I saw.
What had Mr. Hayashi heard and seen? He heard a shot, and he found Doyle with a red-stained handkerchief pressed to his leg.
I can confirm that.
What had happened then? Mr. Doyle had been very insistent that Mr. Bellefort should be got away, that she should not be left alone. After that, he suggested that Mr. Hayashi should get hold of the doctor. Accordingly, Miss Robson and Mr. Hayashi go out with Mr. Bellefort, and for the next 5 minutes, they are busy on the port side of the deck. Miss
Yeah.
Bowers, Dr. Bessner's, and Mr. Belfort's cabins are all on the port side.
So someone had 5 minutes alone to go and kill Mrs. Doyle.
But who?
Simon Doyle.
It is foolish, that. Do you think a man with a fractured bone and a splint on his leg could go walking about the boat and killing people? I tell you, it was impossible for Simon Doyle to leave my cabin.
But yes, the thing seems impossible, but it's nonetheless true. During my investigation, I managed to retrieve Mr. Belfort's revolver, which had been thrown into the water. It was wrapped in a stained handkerchief. To an untrained eye, this stain could have been mistaken for blood. But Hercule Poirot's eyes are not untrained.
They certainly aren't.
The stain was, in fact, red ink contained in one of Mrs. Doyle's bottles of nail polish.
So when Miss Robson and Mr. Hayashi saw Mr. Belfort shoot Mr. Doyle, and he writhed so piteously in pain from his injury, it was all a show.
It wasn't.
It was all staged. Mr. Doyle used that handkerchief soaked in red ink to make it look like he was bleeding from a bullet in his leg. He managed to fool everyone.
But I carried him. I clearly saw that he was in real pain.
Absolutely correct. He was indeed injured when you carried him.
But you just said that...
Patience, if you please. We're getting to the boldest part of this plan. As I mentioned earlier, after Mr. Belfort fired her shot, Mr. Doyle insisted that Miss Robson and Mr. Hayashi remove her from the lounge. Now he is alone. 2 minutes are all that Simon Doyle needs. He picks up the pistol from under the sofa, runs like a hare silently along the starboard deck, enters his wife's cabin, creeps up to her as she lies asleep, shoots her through the head, puts the bottle that has contained the red ink away, and runs back. But what does he do next?
He throws the revolver out the window.
Yes, indeed. He throws the revolver out the window. But before that, he has something else to do. He sits back down in his chair and shoots himself in the leg. That is the moment when he's truly injured.
But what about the gunshot? We should have heard it, just like the first one. I even heard a splash in the water, which makes far less noise.
Well observed, my young friend. Mr. Doyle used an object to muffle the sound of the gunshot. Remember, on the night of the murder, Miss Van Schuler had lost her scarf. In fact, it was Simon Doyle who stole it and hid it under a cushion, setting the stage for his crime.
Scoundrel! How dare you involve me in your nasty schemes?
We fished the scarf, the handkerchief, and
He
Mr.
looked so
Belfort's
pleased with
revolver
himself, didn't he?
from the Nile. As you can see, the scarf has a hole ringed with powder burns, caused by a bullet fired at close range. You, Dr. Bessner, examined Lynette Doyle's body. You will remember that the wound showed signs of scorching. That is to say that the pistol had been placed close against the head before being fired.
So, that is exact.
Now, thanks to this scarf, we know that the gunshot was muffled. This also wasn't the shot that killed Lynette Doyle, because as we also now know that the burn marks on her skin means the gun's barrel was placed very close to her skin with nothing in between. It also could not have been the shot Mr. Belfort fired at Simon Doyle, as no one mentioned anything about it sounding muffled. Given these facts, the conclusion is quite clear. A third shot was fired that night. The third missing bullet from the revolver.
You make it sound so simple and logical.
Because it is, Monsieur Ferguson.
I mean, for you it is,
Miss
Poirot.
Van Schuler's scarf was used to muffle the sound of the gunshot when Mr. Doyle shot himself in the leg.
But that's not the end of the revolver's journey.
He throws it out the window.
Mr. Doyle wrapped the revolver in the stained handkerchief, then put everything in the scarf and tossed the bundle out the window into the Nile.
And that's the splash I heard.
Exactly, Mr. Allerton. It required very precise timing. But Monsieur Doyle acted coldly and swiftly, just as he did when he murdered his wife.
Oh no, look at all the faces.
You certainly live up to your reputation, Mr. Poirot. Your theories are quite spectacular, but something is bothering me. If I am the villainous murderer who killed his wife, how do you explain the murders of Louise and Mrs. Otterbourne? What fantasies have you cooked up to explain how I could have managed those? And why? According to your theory, I was well and truly injured and bedridden in the care of Dr. Bessner all day. In fact, you're my alibi. I was even in the same room as you when poor Mrs. Otterbourne was killed.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Doyle. I hope you didn't think I was done. Let us move on to the murders of those unfortunate women.
Yes, let's. No.
Careful, Poirot.
Oh.
He's clever, this one. But remember, there are facts that don't lie. You couldn't have killed Miss Bourget and Mrs. Otterbourne, Mr. Doyle. But you're not entirely innocent of their deaths either. Remember when Louise came to testify? When I asked her if she had seen anything the previous night, she gave this curious answer. Naturally, if I had been unable to sleep, if I had mounted the stairs, then perhaps I might have seen this assassin, this monster, enter or leave Madame's cabin. Now, what exactly did that tell us?
Louise wanted to blackmail?
Miss Bourget lied when she said she saw nothing. She had indeed seen the murderer, Mr. Doyle, enter Lynette's cabin. But instead of coming to me, she preferred to profit from her knowledge. She tried to blackmail Mr. Doyle. She sent her carefully worded message, and he responded, "You'll be quite all right. I'll look after you."
Secret codes now? Really? Ridiculous. And you're still not answering my question. How could I have killed Louise in the saloon when I could barely walk?
He had an accomplice.
It's very simple. If you didn't kill Louise Bourget, then you must have had an accomplice.
I love how we're all looking at each other.
An accomplice? Are you accusing me?
No, we're accusing you.
This obstacle is not the end, only a new beginning. I need to arrange my thoughts in order. Come now, Poirot. That's almost it.
Almost it.
No, use the little grey cells, Poirot, or they will rust.
Not Jacqueline, is it?
This accomplice can be none other than Jacqueline de Bellefort.
What?
I generally thought Jacqueline was innocent. That's why I didn't accuse her.
Beg your pardon? You're insane.
As I say, it was a very cleverly planned and well thought out piece of work. It could not be chance that Simon Doyle had a bottle of red ink in his pocket. No, it must be design. It was not chance that he had a plain unmarked handkerchief with him. It was not chance that Jacqueline de Bellefort's foot kicked the pistol under the settee, where it would be out of sight and unremembered until later.
So you truly believe that Miss de Bellefort and Mr. Doyle are accomplices?
Certainly, the two halves of the murderer. What gave Simon his alibi?
The gunshot fired.
It's the bullet that Miss de Bellefort fired into Mr. Doyle's leg that provided him with an alibi. Even if left alone, he wouldn't have been able to crawl to his wife's cabin to kill her. But Miss de Bellefort didn't actually hit Mr. Doyle with that shot. He pretended to be injured, so crawling wasn't necessary. Now let's move on to the shooter. What gives Jacqueline de Bellefort her alibi?
Simon Doyle insisted, which
Mr. Doyle was insistent that Miss de Bellefort was never to be left alone from the moment of the gunshot until this morning. That gave her a rock-solid alibi for the murder of Mrs. Doyle.
There, between the two of them, you get all the qualities you require. The cool, resourceful planning brain, Jacqueline de Bellefort's brain, and the man of action to carry it out with incredible swiftness and timing.
Look at it the right way, and it answers every question. Simon Doyle and Jacqueline had been lovers. Realise that they are still lovers, and it is all clear. Simon does away with his rich wife, inherits her money, and in due course will marry his old love. It was all very ingenious.
The persecution of Mrs. Doyle by Jacqueline, all part of the plan. Simon's pretended rage. Then one night, on this boat, I thought I heard Simon and Lynette outside my cabin. He was saying, "We've got to go through with it now." It was Doyle, all right.
But
it was to Jacqueline he was speaking.
I remember
the
that.
The final drama was perfectly planned and timed. There was a sleeping draught for me, in case I might put an inconvenient finger in the pie. There was the selection of Miss Robson as a witness. The working up of the scene. Miss de Bellefort's exaggerated remorse and frenzies. She made a good deal of noise in case the shot should be heard. In truth, it was an extraordinarily clever idea. Jacqueline says she shot Doyle. Miss Robson says so. Mr. Hayashi says so. And when Simon's leg is examined, he has indeed been shot. It looks unanswerable. For both of them, there is a perfect alibi. At the cost, it is true, of a certain amount of pain and risk to Simon Doyle. But it is necessary that his wound should definitely disable him. But then, the plan goes wrong. Someone sees Mr. Doyle enter his wife's cabin.
Louise.
Louise Bourget has been wakeful. She has come up the stairway, and she has seen Simon Doyle run along to his wife's cabin and come back. So she makes her greedy bid for hush money and, in so doing, signs her death warrant.
But Mr. Doyle couldn't have killed her.
No. The other partner did that murder. As soon as he could, Simon Doyle asks to see Jacqueline.
Oh, yeah?
He even asks me to leave them alone together. He tells her of the new danger. They must act at once. He knows where Bessner's scalpels are kept. And still, all is not well. For Mrs. Otterbourne has seen Jacqueline go to the saloon, and she comes hot-foot to tell Simon about it. Jacqueline is the murderess. Do you remember how Simon shouted at the poor woman?
You wanted to alert. You wanted to know who the murderer was?
Quite the opposite.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Simon Doyle needed to stop her before she could reveal the killer's name.
Yeah, but...
Nerves, we thought. But the door was open, and he was trying to convey the danger to his accomplice. She heard, and she acted like lightning. She remembered Pennington had talked about a revolver. She got hold of it, crept up outside the door, listened, and at the critical moment, fired. She boasted once that she was a good shot, and her boast was not an idle one. I remarked, after that third crime, that there were 3 ways the murderer could have gone. I meant that he could have gone aft, in which case Ferguson was the criminal. He could have gone over the side, very improbable.
We would have heard that.
Or he could have gone into a cabin. Jacqueline's cabin was just 2 away from Dr. Bessner's. She had only to throw down the revolver and bolt into the cabin. It was risky, but it was the only possible chance.
I think we've solved it.
So you killed my mother, you filthy witch!
Rosalie, no. I understand, but attacking her isn't the answer.
Oh? Oh?
Come on. How can you listen to the ramblings of this old fool? His entire grand theory is based on the fancies he's made up out of whole cloth, without a shred of evidence.
You might hope it is so, young man.
I just gave you all the evidence you ever needed.
You hope Poirot is a doddering old fool? Then by all means, let's allow someone else to dodder some. Miss Royce, if you would.
Oh, what am I doing? Ah.
Almost.
I don't know what you want from me.
Doesn't seem to fit.
Oh yeah, I know what you want. What's this?
With pleasure. The irrefutable proof is tiny, but look here. You can see that the wood is damaged, and the bullet that caused it is still lodged in the hole. I'm sure forensics will prove that it's a .22 caliber cartridge fired from the murder weapon. This is the bullet Mr. Bellefort shot at Simon Doyle. It ended up in the wall, not in his leg.
Damn you! Damn you both! Our plan was perfect! It took
Clearly.
2 meddling detectives to work it out. Jackie and I were going to be rich and happy. We deserved it!
And we derive the penalty for our failure. Simon, darling, let me speak. You were too clever for us, Mr. Poirot. That night, at R1, you told me not to open my heart to evil. Did you realize then what was in my mind?
I only knew that what I said was true.
It was true I could have stopped then, you know. I nearly did. I could have told Simon that I wouldn't go on with it. But then perhaps... Would you like to hear about it? From the beginning?
Yeah.
If you care to tell me, mademoiselle.
It was all very simple, really. You see, Simon and I loved each other.
And for you, love would have been enough. But not for him.
You might put it that way, perhaps. Simon always wanted money so dreadfully, and All the same, he never tried to marry anybody rich and horrid. He wasn't that sort. And then we met. Our love was obvious from the first glance. We were broke, but we wanted to get married. There we were, up against it. And then I thought of Lynette. It might make all the difference to me and Simon if she'd give him a job. It was about then that you saw us that night at Chez ma tante. You know, Mr. Poirot, I loved Lynette, really I did. She was my best friend, and I never dreamed that anything would ever come between us. But she went all out to get Simon away from me. I don't think she even hesitated for more than about a minute. I was her friend, but she didn't care. She just went bald-headed for Simon. That's why I'm not really sorry about her, even now. And Simon didn't care a damn about her.
Yeah,
but he
no
did
one
like the
deserves
thought
to
of
die.
her money. Of course I saw that. And at last I suggested to him that it might be a good thing if he got rid of me and married Lynette. But he scouted the idea. He said, money or no money, it would be hell to be married to her. He said his idea of having money was to have it himself. He talked about it a good deal one way and another, about how convenient it would be if Lynette died. I said it was an awful idea, and then he shut up about it. After a bit I saw that he'd made up his mind, and I was terrified. Simply terrified. Because you see, I realized that he'd never pull it off. He'd have no kind of subtlety about it. And he's got no imagination. So I had to come into it too, to look after him. I thought and I thought, trying to work out a plan. It seemed to me that the basis of the idea ought to be a kind of two-handed alibi. You know, Simon and I could somehow or other give evidence against each other, but actually that evidence would clear us of everything. It would be easy enough for me to pretend to hate Simon. It was quite a likely thing to happen under the circumstances. Then, if Lynette was killed, I should probably be suspected. So it would be better if I was suspected right away. We worked out details little by little. Even then, Simon went and wrote a J in blood, which was a silly, melodramatic thing to do. It's just the sort of thing he would think of. But it all went off fine. And then there was Louise.
Yes.
Poor Louise.
It was not your fault that Louise Bourget could not sleep that night.
That miserable Frenchwoman tried to blackmail us. I pretended to grovel. I took her all the money we could get hold of. And then, when she was counting the money, I did it. It was quite easy. That's what's so horribly frightening about it. It's so terribly easy. And even then, we weren't safe. Mrs. Otterbourne had seen me. I'd no time to think. I just acted like a flash. It was almost exciting.
Love can be a very frightening thing.
That is why most great love stories are tragedies. Don't mind so much
No,
for
she's
me,
a
Mr.
murderer,
Poirot.
but she's not a
After
serial
all,
killer.
I've
A
always
serial
lived hard,
killer
you
needs to
know.
have
Jackie,
free.
I ruined everything. I'm
Need to
sorry
have done
for it all,
free
my
kills.
love.
for
If
a
I had
serial
known all
killer.
this before,
It's all right, Simon. A fool's game, and we've lost. That's all.
Look out! She took my gun!
Adieu, mon amour.
Okay, she's now a serial killer.
No!
Oh my god. What? Oh my god, this boat really is cursed. What? I can't believe the dog. Jesus. I wonder if that would have had a different ending, maybe? Like, I wonder if I could have changed that ending. Chapter 9. 83 minutes it took me. I made 16 mistakes, which is fine. I absolutely loved that, but I genuinely thought Jacqueline was innocent. Like, I don't know, there was just something in the way the game wrote her that I genuinely thought she was just there. I didn't think she had any motive or wanted. I didn't think she wanted revenge, especially like that anyway. But But yeah, I am so glad I covered this game. I'm gonna go back and see if I can find more games similar to this, like Sherlock Holmes and stuff as well. And I think she has one called ABC Murders, and there's like an Orient Express, maybe? I think it's similar to this one. I'll have a look and I'll probably end up covering them on my channel. If you have any other games similar to this, please let me know and I'll try my best to do a playthrough on them. I love detective games. I might make mistakes, I might use hints every now and again, but yeah, I don't know, there's just something about this genre of just game, TV show, book. As you all know, if you follow me on all social medias, I'm actually watching Dexter right now, and I'm reading the book A Good Girls Get Died to Murder, but my favourite author is actually Frida McFadden, just because the twists and stuff she does. Anyway, I am blabbering on here. Thank you all so much for watching this, and if you have enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and if you have that hype button, smash some hype on the video as well. It helps out massively. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. We are on our journey to 1k subscribers, and I would love to have you on a journey along with us. And if you're looking for any other social media that I may be on, all the links will be in the description down below, including my business email if you want to get in contact with me for any other reason. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.